Where is Jungkook? She asked them, but Grandma shook her head. She doesn't know when Wyan met Jimin's eyes. She could tell by the way he was looking at her that something is wrong. Where is he? She asked him directly, staring at him with tension. He was a monster, a man living in human form, but worse than a beast. She furrowed her eyebrows at him. Why was he saying this instead of giving an answer? She was trying to understand his words before responding. He committed our sins. He deserves to die for everything he caused up until today. I wanted to kill him. So, when I separated you from him, then with my gun, his sentence got stuck in the middle. When she was afraid, leaving a statement hanging as she got up, came to him with fear in her eyes. Don't tell me you harmed him. She screamed, unable to pronounce the word kill, as she was almost having a panic attack. Jimin's face turned pale as he wondered why she could react this way, as if she was considering Jungkook as her husband. Why wouldn't I tell you why? His voice cracked as he grew nervous. Just say you didn't kill him, please. Then Jimin became confused why she was getting so much emotional about Jungkook, as if Jungkook wasn't the same as before. But Jimin still didn't know that Jungkook had already changed and was regretting it too. Do you want him alive? Why? Why do you want him? He also didn't know why he asked her like that. Maybe he had to ask because she was suffering for Jungkook, but her answer made him need to quickly in relief. I want him safe. There is nothing more than that. Please say he is fine. You didn't harm him. I haven't killed him. I couldn't kill him. When I pointed the gun at his heart, ready to pull the trigger, he was unconscious but murmured something while patting his heart, saying that I can't let you harm till I take my last breath. I'll protect you. I don't know for whom he said that last sentence, even in that condition, but it made my target choose to shoot something else, not him at that second. Yes, Jimin didn't understand for whom Jungkook said those words, but Wyan already understood. Jungkook thought she was still with him, with her head on his chest, so he said it like that, giving her courage. This made her heart beat in that second, understanding how deeply Jungkook had affected. But Wyan, I also don't want to kill him. He paused for a second. I won't let him die that easily, Wyan. I'll make him suffer. He needs to experience tears streaming like you do. He has to regret deeply. Until then, he has to face many hells. She fell into big trouble now, unsure of what to say. If she said Jungkook was already regretting, what if Jimin decided to kill him? She also didn't understand why she was worrying about Jungkook now. But she didn't have full clarity on where Jungkook was now. If Jimin hadn't harmed him, then where is Jungkook? If he is really fine, or was Jimin lying for some reason? Where is he now? If he is still fine then? She asked him with concern too. But then another person entered, which made her even more emotional and displayed. Why? Dad? Why? He spread his arms, wanting a hug from his daughter. Her eyes burst into tears as she was, for the first time in her life, was going to hug her dad. As she hugged her dad tightly, crying over his chest, while he hugged her, caressing the back of her head. His eyes tried their best not to show his weakness, but his tears escaped. When they fell from his eyes onto Wyan's shoulder, she froze what she felt. Are those really tears? Is her dad crying for her? She broke the hug and looked at him and saw the tears in his eyes. Dad, are you crying for me? I'm sorry, my child. I made a mistake by distancing you from me, treating you like you aren't my daughter. I even slapped you too. I'm ashamed of myself for being like that. She didn't stop him from crying, but wondered how her dad suddenly realized her importance. What made him realize her value after so many years finally? She thought maybe her dad changed because she sacrificed her life for John Jungkook by marrying him. She was about to stop to wipe her dad's tears, but she stopped when she heard him say something. I was speechless when you were beaten up by him, only for me. My heart stopped when you didn't want to curse me and choose punishment instead. I realized how lucky I am to have such a great daughter. Dad, so you changed just because you saw me on that video like that? A kind of sadness hiding in her voice. This why Kim nodded, then her heart flushed with a strange of pain. She also stepped away from him immediately. You didn't even realize I had to marry that girl. But when I was beaten up for you, you changed. So what would it have been if he hadn't sent the video of mine to you that day? Would you still have hated me as usual? Even though I had already sacrificed my life for you. By her asking me, everyone was speechless. She looked at her dad with shame and then at her grandma. When no, but I'm sorry. Please forgive me for not being able to take care of you, for not realizing your value earlier. And after that, I got your answer. I understand very well, but you wanted me back. Grandma, please tell him to leave. I don't want to see him, please. Why? I'm admitting to every mistake I have made as a bad friend, but please forgive me, Wayne. He thinks she can forgive him easily, that she can forgive all her suffer easily. But she isn't the type. If she were, she would have already forgiven Jungkook and accepted him. I don't want to hear anything. He was crying even more badly, fully beside himself. He was also like a poor person, grabbing her hands and leaning his head on her hands, crying and wetting her hands with his tears while holding her hands. He showed the power of your father's regret, trying to make his daughter accept him forcefully. She couldn't bear to see him like that. I'm sorry, Wayne. Give me one chance. I've already changed. Please show some pity on your dad, who is crying for forgiveness from his daughter. Grandma couldn't tell Wayne to accept because she knows how much Wayne used to cry for her father's death. Now she can understand why Wayne suddenly feels hate. But they both are her blood relations, so she couldn't say anything there and defend or advise. Since he was crying non-stop, Wayne decided to accept his forgiveness. But I'll accept your apology. Please stop crying. I know my Wayne is kind. She can see tears in my eyes. He was about to hug her, but what she said next made him freeze. I'll only accept your apology after you tell me what you have done to that entire John family that caused the family to be destroyed. I feel like on one hand you didn't harm them, but I still have to ask you this. Then Kim didn't dare to tell the whole story of what happened. If he did, she definitely wouldn't accept his apology, but would hate him even more. So he acted as if he lost consciousness and felt to escape from her for now. Kim, she screamed, but Jimin rushed to him and held him. I think he lost consciousness because he cried so much. I'll take him to another room. He took him away from there, but Wayne was confused. Don't think too much, Wayne. Please. I can't, Grandma. I'm not able to calm myself, she said as she was leaving somewhere holding her head, as if she was getting a headache. Grandma also followed her, not leaving her alone. Wayne was sitting on the sofa, hugging her knees, quietly in front of the closed door, where her father was resting now. Wayne, you are with your family. Why are you still worried? It feels like something bad with them. I don't feel like I'm with my family now. What do you mean? Jungkook told me many times that we killed his mom and brother. Dad didn't tell me what actually happened. I was feeling like my head would explode, unable to believe in anyone more. And so why did Jimin make me come back? She stopped her questions when her grandma looked at her silently. What he has done to you that you are even considering and comparing Jungkook to our family? Wayne couldn't respond when she realized it. She was defending Jungkook slightly. Wayne, I need to know something important. Can you tell me directly, Wayne? Nodded hesitatingly. Only I know you well. can estimate your thoughts well, as I was the only one who raised you since your mom. But I'm not understanding why you are showing slightly concern for that monster who hurt you. He did something to you, didn't he? No, she hesitantly said, not looking into her eyes. Grandma suspected something in her eye, which one didn't notice it. Don't get me wrong. Did he do anything to you after marriage? What do you mean by anything? No, actually he didn't kiss me then, boss. We both used to sleep in separate rooms. Grandma couldn't believe it. She thought Jungkook might have made Wine do what he wanted, and also something else after the past. But here Wine was saying the opposite of her thoughts. Then Wine told her grandma about each and every situation that happened between the couple. It took a few minutes for her grandma to understand, but question never slept. So he gave treatment by a doctor and treated your injuries himself. After that, he never raised his arm against you, even when you tried to escape. Yes. Did he really put his own life at risk to save you from a bullet shot? Yes. Did he really start treating you well after knowing about you? Did he give you gifts and surprises? Yes. Did he really jump into the sea for the rain? And in the smoke while bullets were attacking, he again chose to save you, putting his own safety aside? Yes. Did he really say he loves you? Yes, Grandma, but why are you asking me these questions again? Because I'm seeking clarity. Should I tell you what you need to know about the past? I'm not worried. But if I tell you the truth, what if you leave your father forever out of shame? And I'm afraid that if you know about Jungkook's story, there is a chance you might leave us. But I can't go to against you, Ryan. You might forgive Jungkook rather than forgiving your father. But what about Jimin? He found it hard to bring you back to us. He also has feelings for you. But I sense that you are concerned about Jungkook and worried for him, which makes me think you might have feelings for him too, despite not realizing them in your anger towards him. What are you thinking, Grandma? Nothing. Don't wait here for Dad. After he wakes up, he will come to you by himself and tell you everything, okay? No, I'm not leaving until I know everything. Wait, first I need to talk to Jimin about Jungkook. Saying this, not finishing fully, she walked away to find Jimin, but Grandma's face was full of sadness. It's still hard for me to believe that one can forgive him. Can Wine see what she was standing up for her? Purpose Wine beginning to fall for Jungkook. But she is unsure about it herself. But what if Wine chooses Jimin over Jungkook? Or what if she can accept Jungkook's love?